Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, where they're ready to fight for the dear old Texas Aggies. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw him.
It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers, Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
To the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there and knock it away and deny the score.
This defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. The throw. This time he's got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Sixth play of the drive coming up. Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch. Set the ticket home.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Finds him in by himself. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He turns that loose down the right side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Armstrong. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47. 10-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Armstrong. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. They will. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Just keeps slinging it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Aggie. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw.
Brings it down on the right side. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags a quick pass on the left. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. To the air on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. That's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Moses, he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. First down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown Tide.
And the offense lead gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. they'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He's got him.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He throws one to the left. Wide open. He makes the catch. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the tailback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Caught near the sticks. It's McMillan. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it.
Looking deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the left side. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him. You know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the...
Turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. They'll give it to him again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
So you're saying there's a chance. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt of it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Flying down the left side. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. They'll go to the air. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Texas A&M going up tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Aggies. Fit it in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here comes that Alabama offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
He'll take the deep shot. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robbins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Fires to the big fella. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McMillan. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Armstrong. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Armstrong. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Stout. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love